Um, After getting that computer and also I got the place, I was not having any cash to invest in to buy maybe a printer and also some other computers for backup. I was only having a laptop. It was a compact, that old type laptop, compact laptop. So I went to a guy whom he borrowed me 10,000 cash to invest in the business. But before going to this guy, I was in the room. I think I've been in the room for 3 days. No food, no water, nothing. For 3 good days.
Mhm.
When I quit from that cafe, I stayed home for 3 days, no food, nothing, because I was not having any money. I was broke. So I just had a knock, and it was one of um our Ghanaian friend who was also living around here. He said, "For the past 3 days, we have not seen you outside. What is the problem?" So I told him, "No, I'm fine." He said, "No, no, no, you are not fine. You are even reducing weight. What is the problem?"
Mm.
Oh, it's difficult to speak out, but as you are here, I will tell you. So then, bro, I don't have money even for food, nothing. So he just said, "I'm coming." He didn't say anything. He just said, "I'm coming." So when he came back with 750 or 740 rand.
Mm.
He gave it to me. I said, "For what?" He said, "No, I'm giving to you for free. Take it, buy food."
Mm.
So I took the money. I went straight to a tax shop that was opposite where I was working because
Mhm.
I borrowed food from that guy. That was the last day I
Mm.
took the food from him.
Mm.
And for that, I paid it again for the past 3 days.
Mm.
So immediately the guy gave me the money. I went straight to the tax shop to pay that chips that I borrowed.
So, so
So then, mhm,
yeah, sorry. As you were basically in this journey of trying to make money, trying to stay afloat, there were instances where you had no money for food, but you went to people who had food in their shops and asked for food.
no,
It was like a loan of some sort, and you told them that you're gonna pay them back.
yeah,
Right.
you see, when I was working that internet cafe, because it was opposite,
Right.
he was the only person I used to buy food from.
Right.
And he knows that I always come there around 3 to 4 to buy chips.
Mm.
That was what the time that I used to eat because I know that if I eat in the morning, I won't get any food to eat late.
Mm.
So I have to eat once. So if I
Mm.
buy the chips around 3 to 4, once I eat, if I go home, I'm already full. So there will be no need. So when I started to work overtime at that cafe, when I get home, I'm still hungry. That's why I started to eat the chips and then I would leave the oil and the chilies and the
Yeah.
vinegar. Then I take it home
Oh
to
yeah.
pulp and use the pulp to eat those
Right.
chilies.
Right.
Yeah. So when I stopped working there, he was the last person that I went to borrow food because I was not having any food at home.
Mm.
So I
Mm.
took chips and that time, you see, they used to divide bread into two. You
Mm.
can buy half.
Mm.
Yes, I took chips and half bread, and then that was all. For the past
Mm.
3 days, I didn't eat again.
That's interesting. Yeah, you can continue about the internet cafe. Sorry to cut you off about that question. The internet cafe, the challenges that
No.
you're facing. You can continue.
So for that 3 days, after that guy gave me 700 and something, and then I just went to the tax shop to pay um that credit, the food that I
Mm.
took as a credit. Then that
Mm.
700, I went straight. I called my landlord. I want to pay my rent in advance
Mm.
because maybe when I get there, I won't get money to pay my rent.
Mm.
So I paid the extra 700. I used it to pay my rent so that at least if I know that I don't have anything, I've already paid my rent.
Mm.
Then I started to look around for help, but there was no help. So I was in my room. This guy, I only saw him once. So I don't know what happened. I was in the room when something was telling me, go to this person. I don't know. So early in the morning, after bathing, I went straight to this guy. And I told him, bro, I want to start my own business where I don't have any money to invest. So if you can borrow me some money. He asked me how much. I told him I need 10,000. Said, okay, I can give you, but I need a witness. I said, okay, it's fine. If you need a witness, it's not a problem. So I called that guy who gave me 740 or 750 for free as a witness. So we all sat down and then we spoke. We just go in agreement without any writing form. So he borrowed me the 10,000. I went and bought a small printer and also other computers. So before November, there was a program at Bush. You know, I'm a Ghanaian, so definitely I have to attend because all of them are going. So I said, okay, let me join them because I'm already here and now they start to know me, so let me join them. So I went with them. When we came, there was a heavy rain. That was very, very tough. So my mistake was I just left the computers and everything on the floor, except only the laptop and the small printer that was on top of the wardrobe. So when we came, the rain destroyed all the computers that was on the floor.
All of the computers?
All the computers that I bought. The 3 computers as I bought a new, full of water.
How many computers?
It was 3.
3 computers
of them
gone.
Gone, damaged. And
how are you? What are you thinking at that time? What is the mindset at that time? Because here you have somebody who invested 10,000 rands. Here you have somebody who's helping you out with 750. You have a place now you can actually start a business, but then everything is just destroyed in one day. What is your thought process behind that? Or what are you thinking there?
my mind was closed that day. And I told the carpenter, or it was someone who weld things. I gave him money to weld me some table where I'll put in the cafe where I want to open because it was empty space. There was nothing in there. The next day, the man told me that I'm done with your table. Now the table is done, but the computer that I'm going to use to start, they are damaged. And now I'm afraid to go back and tell the one who gave me the money that
10,000,
the computers are damaged. So what I have to do is to be quiet. So I took the laptop and a small printer, Canon printer. So what I did was to use those ones to start. So after Malume called me, your table is done. I said, Malume, I will pay you. Just give me the table. And he gave me the table. He said, no, I see you are struggling. Then I told Malume, yeah, it's true. I am. But things will be fine. That day, this man, I don't know, he encouraged me that day. He said, you know what? I see you foreigners, when you come here, you start small, small. Don't give up. Don't give up. This thing that you are doing, don't give up. Go, don't pay me. Take the table. I know one day you will pay me more than that. Wow. This man gave me the table without not paying him for the labor. So, not for him taking the money, then I used that money that he did not take to buy typefaces and also extra ink for backup.
Right.
So I started with my laptop, small laptop, and Canon, small printer. That I started with.
Wow. That is very interesting because now you're running a proper internet cafe, a successful business. And that's very interesting that that happened to you. You lost computers. Basically, the investment, the 10,000 Rand investment was basically gone. and you had to start with a laptop. So that's very interesting. I mean, it speaks to say to a lot of people who are in business that there's some challenges that are gonna come, right? There's some challenges that are gonna come. And like you said, that other man who gave you the table, he motivated you, encouraged you not to give up, right? So I think the same message to everybody who's watching: do not give up. On the 28th of December 2024, we're gonna have a webinar that is essentially an introduction into business, a webinar where we basically help individuals be more clear about the business that they want to start. Why is that? Because there's a lot of people out there who are confused about what business to start, right? They are probably in their 9 to 5s, they're probably not employed, whatever the case may be. They are confused. They have some money saved up, but they don't know where to put it, right? So this webinar is not a get rich quick scheme, right? It's a webinar where we give you all the information that you need to be more clear about the business that is right for you, right? So if you're interested, in the description below, there's a link that you can click on, which will lead you to a video that will explain everything, right? So if you're interested, go ahead, go in the description, click on the link and watch the video that will explain everything.